The following is Summer 2011 Math 263 Test 3, number 2C. We have that solid there. And part C, the question is find the surface area of this solid E. Now, if you imagine the graph, this is actually the surface area of the top, which is a circle with radius square of h over b, plus the surface area of the bottom, which is a paraboloid. Okay, now let's do the easy one first. Surface area of the top, that's actually equals to pi times the radius square, which is pi h over b. Now that one is quite simple, right? Now, if you don't know the surface, if you don't know the area of a circle, you don't deserve to be in this class, right? Okay, but that one, I believe everybody should know that already. Now let's see the surface area of the bottom. This one is harder because we need to set it up. What is the setup? We have z equals to br squared, which is bx squared plus by squared. Now c sub x equals to 2bx and c sub y equals to 2by. So c sub x squared plus c sub y squared plus 1 equals to 4b squared x squared plus 4b squared y squared plus 1. Or if I simplify, this will be 4b squared parentheses x squared plus y squared plus 1. We expect to use polar later on. Okay, now then the integral surface area of the bottom will be double integral from 0 to 2 pi from 0 to square root of h over b square root of 4b squared r squared plus 1 r dr d theta. Again, because it is independent of theta. By the way, if you see a radial solid, then you will see it tends to be independent of theta. That's what I remember. So you can pull the 2 pi out again, and then if I use the substitution, u equals to 4b squared r squared plus 1, then my du will be 4b squared I think 8b squared r dr. Okay, so I can divide that by 8b squared. This will be 1, right? When I plug in the radius 0 into this, it will be 1. Now what happens if I plug in radius square root of h over b here? I hope you see that's equals to 4bh plus 1. Is that right? Okay, and then we now have u to the power of 1/2 du. This is pi over 4b squared times 2 over 3 u to the power of 3/2 from 1 to 4bh plus 1. Now then, this will be pi over 6b squared parentheses, that's okay, how to do that better? This is 4bh plus 1 to the power of 3/2 minus 1. I think that's the simplest I can get. Okay, now then we go back to surface area of solid E will be the sum of that thing plus this. Okay, now there will be a pi of h over b plus, that's the surface area of the top, pi over 6b squared here. 4bh, oops, it's way too long, I'm sorry. Plus 1 to the power of 3 half minus 1. Okay, this is the surface area of solid E now. This be better? Now you can see the whole thing now. Okay, again, this is from summer 2011, Math 263, test 3, number 2C.